afternoon, friends and family. It's another edition of Neighborhood Spotlights with yours truly, Chad Double D, the superstar lender, and Marcus Aurelius, a.k.a. Marcata, the Greek god. Actually, he's not Greek, folks. He's Italian from Opus Agent in Newtown, Pennsylvania.
What's going on, brother? How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to bring some pizzazz to the intro. What do you think?
That was a good intro. That was a really good intro. You know, used to call me Marcus Aurelius back in the day. I would get it all the time. I don't know why, but always. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Was it big when Gladiator came out?
Maybe. Might have been that. I don't know.
I think it's all time.
Remember it.
Yeah, I think it's all time.
What's going on?
Fresh off the Chattanooga River. What do they call it? I just made that up. Is it the Chattanooga River?
Yeah, the Mighty Miss. The Mighty Mississippi. Right? The old Miss. The old man.
What I know. I did not. Geography was not my thing, bro. It was not my thing. So give me the whole. I wanted to start off like this because look, the one thing I don't do enough of now that your kids are at a certain age, you're traveling the country, right? You like doing that, right?
Love to travel. Listen, we've always been a traveling family. We try to go to Italy every year. That after we had 3 and now 4 children turned out to be like every 3 to 4 years, just because logistically it's a nightmare to have to travel with 4 kids that far and that long and so on. But our kids love it, man. I tell my wife all the time, you see me, I go to the beach with my son or I'll go camping with the girls or whatever. Until they don't want to be around dad anymore because dad's not cool, I'm going to milk the crap out of this, So we do try to go on as many vacations as possible. We had Andrew Bachman, who happens to be here today in the office. We had him come down to the beach with the kids. Nice. We had an awesome time with that. But no, I want to expose them to different things. And we try to we just try to have fun. It's we all work hard. Obviously, hey, what's going on, girl? But we all work hard, and if we can't take a week or 2 out of our lives to enjoy our family, then shame on us. And it doesn't have to be something so extravagant. We've done simple vacations, and we've done some pretty off the wall trips. This one was fun though. We went to Tennessee.
So no, I want to dig a little more into this before we leave this subject. Like a little rapid. It's almost like a little old school Chad's Corner throwback. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like throwback. So I want to get a couple. I've never experienced a family of 4. So number one, I saw the car you went in. How do you fit a family of 4 and luggage in that thing?
So, I drive my X5 BMW, which there's no shot putting everybody in there. My wife's got like a Honda Pilot or something. So we end up renting a car. We typically do just because I have like this fear, and I don't know why. I always, and we usually drive newer cars. Like I'm not driving this old car, but maybe it's from like when I was younger back in the day with my first car, my little Geo Metro, and it would die on the side of the road. I have this phobia of driving cross country and then the car just dropping dead and then not being able to go anywhere. So you spend the money and you get the darn rent a car. So that's what I did. And I don't know what they gave us. And honestly, I wasn't really happy with the car. That's a whole other conversation. But it did have plenty of room for luggage and so on. But you know what? Listen, Maria, my wife, is like a magician packer. And she's also, we always talk about how we live our lives very frugally, but we do the same when we pack. Like you would think, we were able to pack for all 6 of us in usually 2 or 3 bags. And we make sure that, first of all, she does these crazy roll techniques that puts everything. It's like, she has her little origami and it's like a Jenga puzzle. So she has all that going on. But no, we're really good with how we pack. And, as much as Katarina would love to have 15 pairs of shoes, she's able to bring 2 and a pair of flip-flops. Like Maria lays down the law. She's like, this is it. We're here 7 days. You get X amount of changes. You get a change for lunch, a change for dinner. You have 1 pair of shoes until I get on vacation. Then I go crazy. I literally went to Tennessee and bought everybody cowboy boots. So we came home. Listen, have you seen the size of my feet? Imagine a cowboy boot. It takes up the screen. It's like this big. So,
that's pretty cool, though. Wait, so a couple more things about the gathering. So you guys all right. So you go to a hotel. There's 6 of you, right?
Yes.
There's 6. There's 6. Does each gender get their own room?
Oh God, no! Listen, no, not at all.
Don't tell me everyone goes in the same room, bro.
No. So here's the thing. If we can, we do. Like I say, we are extremely frugal in the Gatta household, right?
The girls get their own room, though. Come on,
girls.
girls.
They get their own room at the beach house. Like at things that we own, they get their own room. But when we go on vacation, listen, we're campers. We'll throw everybody in a tent and have 15 people in a tent. So, typically what we do, honestly, I mean, unless if it's a more elaborate vacation, well, then we treat it as such. But for this. We stayed in two different places. One was we always go for free breakfast. You got to get a free breakfast somewhere. So, but hey, what's going on? Wait. We have a new agent that happened to come on board today. And we're live on. Come on. Here. Just happened to be a new agent. Nobody knows this yet. Nobody.
Breaking. Jason, can you put breaking? Whoa! Breaking!
Listen, this is actually great timing. You might as well.
They said, I have not seen your new hair, by the way. That looks fabulous.
Yeah, thanks. It's that beachy feel.
Yeah, it looks really good. You look good.
Chad, thank you for the intro, by the way. We're so excited to have Stacy on board. She's a wealth of knowledge. You are accurate on that. Stacy's son's here. What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah.
Wait, which one you got?
I got both. We just picked them
up. Both? Oh, what's going on, buddy?
You know this guy?
How are you? I know the screen's talking. You're like, who's coming out there?
He's a little creepy looking.
So Stacy, what name are we giving you now? Last name? Because you just got recently married to a handsome guy.
I'm saying Cohen. I'm calling her Cohen. She doesn't go by Cohen.
Cohen. All right, we'll go with Stacy Cohen. I'll go with Stacy Cohen. So for people that don't know, she was Trachtenberg back in the day. Then another name, which we don't have to mention, and now she's Cohen. Stacy and I go way back.
Yes.
You want like a good? I wish we had a picture. If I knew she was coming on, Mark, we have like roller palace type pictures. Like
no way with high hair and that's awesome. That's
I
so
used
cool.
to go like she went to Abington. I grew up in Lower Moreland. And we used to hang out a bunch. I mean, God, what were we, 9, 10, Stacy? How old were we?
So where did you guys hang out? Where did you guys, was like legit, would you go to like the Palace on the Boulevard?
Yeah,
and go
absolutely.
Yeah?
Well, did we hang out during the Regal Cinema days, Stacy?
Oh my God, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know Regal?
Which Regal?
It's Huntington Valley, but it was right off of County Line Road.
Yes, I know exactly. Ben and Herbs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that shopping center very well.
That place was awesome.
The pizza place, what was that?
Something. Yeah. I can't remember it either. But those were my hate. That's what we did, bro. We used to hang out in that whole parking lot.
What was that bar or whatever it was? There was right at the corner there, the corner County Line or whatever that shoemaker. I don't know. They've changed names so many times. In the shopping center where Ben and Herbs is, right at the corner.
House.
House.
Yeah, it was
Callaway's. It was called
Callaway's. Yes.
It's been there forever, but that used
they
to be
had great boneless wings too.
Chad knows his food.
Sorry, it's okay. We're gonna call him the food instead of like a foodie magician. I know we're gonna call him like the foodie lender.
There you go.
Yeah, the foodie lender. Okay.
Hashtag foodie lender.
So listen, as of now, we're not going to talk about Stacy's role within the company because we haven't talked to our agents about it yet. Only a few have met her. So for now, she's just an amazing agent. We're very fortunate to have her, and this is exciting. So
yeah,
awesome. Thanks for coming on the show, Stacy.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Mark.
So we're back.
You recognize her with the blonde. It's like a whole new.
Yeah. So like and whatever else. So but thank you again for the intro. She's an amazing person. I met her husband today. Fantastic guy. We're so excited to have her. And she's actually the newest Opus agent. I mean, literally signed not even a half hour ago. And
I still think you need signing days. By the way,
what's that?
I think you need like the PR, like the signing days.
Listen, maybe we'll come up with something like that. So I'm meeting an agent right after this show who's going to be coming on board, and maybe I'll. If I can do something with her, we'll have to get something created. But I think we should get like the Opus, like a custom big Opus pen, and they can sign their name on the contract. But whatever it is.
And you put the contracts up. You hang them up in the office.
Yeah,
that's cool. Right. Yeah. That'd be really cool.
So she's awesome. We're excited to have her, man. Thank you again for the intro. Everyone that you've referred to Opus, whether it's been agents, whether it's clients, whether it's vendors that we've used, you've been spot on. So thank you. You're an asset to our growth, let me tell you. So
I have a nice asset, Nick.
No, you gotta Speaking of assets, Volcon, what are you up to, brother? I think somebody at one point admired Volcon's asset. Listen, unlike me and you, where people can just like talk about us and we don't really. Volcon gets very red in the face if you cross that line, even if it's just a little bit. He gets a little weird. He gets a little. Give me a dirty look right now. He's like, you.
Wait, so before we leave Tennessee, just sum up Tennessee for me, and just give me one. Did you do any cool like food experiences? Was like a buffet with like a bunch of Southern food?
Yeah. I have a ton of experience, and I'll share a couple quick ones with you. Obviously, listen, we have time. We'll talk. We have no guests.
Whatever.
We might as well. But I love Tennessee, and to go back to the rooms, typically we will get 2 rooms together with an adjoining door, mom and dad on one side, kids on double beds on the other, or whatever it is. If it's a longer vacation, we tend to get suites that can accommodate maybe a couple bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, or whatever. So it really depends. This was a quick trip. It was only a week. We spent 3 nights in one hotel, 3 nights in another hotel, and back again. So 2 things. One is highlight of the trip. I usually love to go. Like, I'm a big fan of those, like either like a murder mystery dinner or like one of those interactive dinner shows, that type of stuff, right? So they had this place over there.
Mark, you know what? You're like a beautiful onion. Every layer we peel back, we learn more and more about. So everyone I went to, does anybody in the world know that Mark Gatta likes dinner mystery theater, whatever the hell it's called?
Listen, I was in a murder mystery. There's another unknown fact.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was like a deep burning passion.
I was at my campground 3 years in a row. I was in the murder mystery. I was an actor in my murder mystery. It was a way I kind of
So this is like a thing for you. Like, this is not just like you actually seek these out in other towns.
Well, listen, in my previous years, when I, before college or actually during college, when I bartended, one of my jobs was bartending on the Spirit of Philadelphia, the boat that goes up and down the Delaware River. Yeah. And we were performers and bartenders, or performers and servers, and that's what we did. So it was kind of like an interactive show the whole time. So that might have turned me on to it, but I love it. I love to have dinner and be entertained. I think it's a fun thing. So in Tennessee, we went to this, it was Hatfields and the McCoys, the rivalry. Mm-hmm. So the Hatfields and the McCoys, they had a dinner show. I got to tell you, dude, it was, first of all, we got the front row, which was in the, like they call it the splash zone. So there was a part of and I actually went live on social media, but you wouldn't know that since you're not on social media anymore. but I went live on there, and it was really cool because they were doing like all these crazy acrobatic things and fighting and all this stuff and jumping into the water, and the water splashing all over us while we're eating. It was really, really cool, and it was an interactive show. So that was probably the highlight of my trip. I mean, we did some really cool, we started in Pigeon Forge. So we did like the Smoky Mountains and did some tours through the Smoky Mountains and hiking and whatever else, saw some cool bear outside and whatever. But then from there, we took a 5-hour detour down to Georgia. It seemed like a good idea. And for one day, we literally drove down to Georgia to go check out where the movie My Cousin Vinny was filmed. So we went to the Sack of Suds. We went to, which actually still exists, it's still a store. Went to the Sack of Suds. We went to the courthouse. Went to all those things. So we did that, and then looped back up to Memphis. So that was a long day. A lot of driving, man. Let me tell you. So they were.
Is there like a map of the My Cousin Vinny thing? Like, how'd you get that information?
You can Google everything. We'll never forget.
We'll never forget your character study with Ethan's story. What is that?
With Ian's story? Yeah. Ian. Were you talking about when I was, what do you call it? Are you talking about when I was the gay guy in the, what do you call it, in the murder mystery? We were talking to Ian about it, and he was ranking my gayness, I guess, and he said it was pretty good.
That. Yeah.
I personally, I miss Ian, man. I really do. So anyway, back to where we were. So it was great. I mean, there were so many cool things. Did Memphis, we saw Graceland, so many awesome things. I really, really enjoyed it. But the one stop that I have to mention, because it was my wife always makes fun of me. She says that I'm like Clark Griswold when we go on our trips, right? So I do. I like to make I love to see the world's biggest piece of yarn or whatever. I love to find that. So we drive down. The whole idea started out, we wanted to go to Dollywood. That's all it was. We wanted to go to Dollywood and see. Oh,
where's Dollywood? Where is that?
In Pigeon Forge, which is in Tennessee, right? So I said, all right, the original trip was 3 days, drive down, do Dollywood, do the Smoky Mountains, and come home. turned into 7 days, and we hit Memphis and all the other stuff. So the whole idea was to go to Dollywood. We drive down, 800-900 miles, whatever the heck it was, down to Tennessee, and stopping at different things, getting everybody all excited. We get to Dollywood. Well, we get and check into our hotel. That first day, we just kind of chilled out. The second day, we had some stuff planned during the day, and we were going to do Dollywood at night. And of course, I'm extremely frugal to save money. We went the 5 o'clock on passes, so we did the night passes. I figure it'll be less expensive and it won't be as damn hot, which was good. So we had from 5 to 9 or 5 to 10 o'clock or whatever it was to be in Dollywood, which is perfect. It was literally, it's an amusement park, but we wanted to go there. So we get there about 5:30, and we start doing some walks and walking around, and we go to start getting ready to go on our rides, and we go on this first ride, and the lines weren't very long, and we get up to the ride. It's probably about 6:30 by the time we did all this other stuff, and we go to our first ride. And we get up to our first ride, and they stop the ride right before us. And the people that were, where we're on, they got off. They stopped the ride before us. And I'm figuring you ever see how they do the test runs on the roller coaster?
Yeah.
Make sure, right? Okay. So I thought that's what it was. Well, apparently they saw lightning or heard thunder or whatever their criteria is within 10 miles. So they put everything on freeze. So now 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, standing in line over here. Oh. Everything in the park is shut down. The park now closes at 10 o'clock. No, 9:30. You have to be done in line for a ride at 9. It's now 8 o'clock, and I'm standing in line. Haven't seen anything. Haven't done one ride yet. Literally left there. I said, well, let's just kind of walk and see if there's anything open. Everything was closed. We ended up leaving the park. So we drove 700 miles to go to Dollywood to not do anything, to literally walk the park. So I will say their customer service is impeccable, so kudos to them. When we left, they offered to give us a rain check. I told them where we were from. They apologized, and they gave us our money back, which was really cool because we bought the tickets like a year ago. But, so that was our experience to Dollywood. Let me tell you, I know how Clark Griswold felt when he ran to what was it, Wally World or whatever? He was running over there. Well, Wally World was closed, and so was Dollywood. Go freaking visit.
That sucks,
man. So we saw Dollywood. We didn't experience Dollywood. So that's that. There's my Tennessee story.
I'm glad you had fun. Everyone got boots. All 6 of you.
Everybody got boots. Listen, the boots were the special. We got boots. Buy one, get 2 free. I got boots for everyone. Leather, custom boots.
So that stuff's not like bullshit. Those deals were real.
This was legit. Listen,
how much were they? How much was it? Give me an idea.
The boots were, I spent, most of the boots that we got were about $200 a piece. So I think I spent about $500.
Okay.
About 6 pairs of boots for $500. And they're all like leather, custom cowboy boots, like really, really nice. So, 6 pairs.
So when do you think the whole family will wear them again?
Never again. Never again. Listen, it's my brother says it best. It's the shell necklace syndrome. You know the shell necklace syndrome? You go to the beach, everybody gets the shell necklace, right? Will you ever wear that effing shell necklace again? Never.
I think you'll wear them again. I think you will.
Listen, I'll wear them. And of course, you know me. I get home like, hey, Maria, why don't we try to go like country and western line dancing so we can put our boots on? And I'm going to push the shit out of the issue just so we can wear them. And it's to the point where it's uncomfortable. But, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever wear them again. I would like to. I'd like to wear them. They're extremely comfortable. I will say that. Yeah. They're extremely comfortable.
That's pretty cool, man.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. So that was it. That was my my Tennessee experience. It was a lot of fun, and that's that. So let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about the event. I want to mention we have an event coming up. So we know Kathleen, right, from the Pro Shop. She's a friend of the show, and she's been on the show as a guest as well. We know the tragedy that happened about a year or so ago when her building, unfortunately.
Has it been a year?
I think it's been, man. It's been.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Where it caught fire and it's still being rebuilt. So she is temporarily going to have another store location also on State Street to kind of bridge the gap until this place is back. And, usually this is how my mind works. It's like 12 o'clock last night and I'm sitting around having a glass of wine and I'm like, I got to call Kathleen. I'm like, shit, it's 12 o'clock. I can't call her. So I text her, like, call me in the morning. I got something really important to talk to you about. And I thought it'd be a really cool idea. So every Tuesday night, we have live concerts out in front of Opus over here. And every Tuesday from like 6 to 8 p.m., Well, the one night, which is the 30th, it's actually the last concert of the series, and we'll probably do it again in the fall. But for the summer series, the last concert is August 30th, and Kara Cartney, our friend, is going to be playing out here. She's amazing.
I heard her. I went with you to see her, man. She is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She's sick. She's so good. So I thought it'd be a pretty cool idea. We've hosted lots of events at the Opus office. I said, you know what? Let's kind of collaborate and work together with some of the local businesses. So I talked to our friend Danielle from Triple Sun. She's going to provide some cocktails. Opus will provide some food and snacks and things of that nature. And we'll probably have, our photographers and fun stuff. And just to make it interesting, we have live music. We'll have Carrie outside. But most importantly, the highlight of the show is we're going to have Kathleen here with all of her stuff. She's got all this new inventory that she wants to show off. So we're going to do a pop-up store that night. And that'll be August 30th from 5 to 9, music from 6 to 8. Come by, have some cocktails, sit, shop, and have some food and just enjoy yourself and spend lots of money. So that'll be coming up. So hopefully you can come by and check it out. It'll be a fun night, and we're honored to be a part of it. So look out for that. We'll have social media posts, which you won't see because you're not on social media, out there, and we'll make sure we post.
We're not telling everybody, but hopefully some people are watching. I'm not intentionally not in Facebook world. I'm maneuvering my way around it.
And it was not your fault. Listen, in your defense, it was not your fault. But I don't want to talk about it because I'll end up shutting my shit down. But anyway, maybe listen. I know we have the gala coming up, and it's a masquerade ball theme. Maybe you should throw a mask on next time you do the show. Can you wear a mask early, Chad? I don't know.
No, but before we leave the subject, it's important to understand this is the purpose of the show and the core belief of Opus and myself and the things we do together. It's the communities we serve, right? And so that's why this Kathleen thing is so important. Yep. And the pro shop is so important to Newtown because that's what we're doing. I mean, we have fun, but at the end of the day, our goal is we're hoping Neighborhood Spotlights becomes a vehicle to help communities come together more. We really are. And using the agents as the cornerstone for that. That's really the goal.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely, you hit the nail on the head, man. And I know we joke around, we make light of things, and we kind of break each other's balls and do all that stuff and whatever. But at the end of the day, we're all here to just kind of help each other out, and that's the honest metric. That's really it. So, but
give us the gala. Give us the info on
the gala. The gala's coming up, man. I can't believe it. I mean, it felt like. I mean, last year, obviously, you were a key sponsor, and you've always helped support everything that we've done. Not only the gala but other things. And it seems like it. I mean, it seems like just yesterday. Like it seemed, and now I'm like, holy crap! Ask Volkai. I started going getting the sweats. I came into the office, and we're super busy, and I'm like, there's so much I have to do, and there really, I mean, at this point, probably isn't. But my OCD, I just started going through everything. I got my gala folder over here that goes through everything, all of the the vendor lists and so on, the photographers, the videographers, we got a lot. I'm not even going to share any of them. There's so many cool things. Entertainment, we did talk about. That's going to be awesome. So we have Raquel and Pretty Poison for all of those freestyle fans out there. They'll be tearing it up, and I've seen them lately perform, and they're on the ball. So that's going to be really exciting. So we'll check them out, and it's just going to be a great night. We're bringing it back to the way it was originally. We couldn't do a black tie event during COVID in August when it was 137 degrees out. But this year in October, on October 13th from 6 to 10 at Karenwood Estate, damn right, we're going to suit up. It's going to look great. We're going to have our masks on. Volkan's going to have his fedora. He's got a nice fedora. Or if not, at least he'll wear a sailor cap, one or the other. But, I'm excited about it.
You know what I'm excited about, Mark?
What?
It's going to be interesting to see the number of agents in the room that are actually Opus at that time. Yeah. Like the sheer volume is going to be mind-boggling.
It's funny because
I remember the picture you guys took at the last one with the agents that were there, and Christina had just come on board, and you had an Ian, and when you guys were holding the check for the Barnes Foundation. I remember that, and now I'm picturing the amount of agents. It's gonna be.
We're so blessed, man. We really are. It's we've grown so much over the past. Well, it's only been it's about 4 years now. But when we had our launch party, I remember, like you said, there was 8 of us. And then 7 years, 20 or so, or 30, or whatever it was, and we're going to fill the room up, which is a little scary from a budgetary standpoint because we'd like to cap the gala at like 200 people. And I think between agents and spouses, we've exceeded that. And we have lots of friends we want to invite. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. We have so many things planned. I just talked to my buddy Pete from Iron Hill Brewery. They're going to be there again.
That's awesome.
I talked to Danielle from Triple Sun. She's going to be there again with all of her stuff. And it's just going to be an amazing event. Top Shelf Open Bar, black tie, masquerade ball, which is going to be fun. So make sure you get your mask. Now, what are you going to wear? Let me ask you, because you and your wife, you always, I know you downplay it because usually you're at the shop over there or in prison or wherever you are dressed with your T-shirt. But you dress up well. You clean up really well. Last year you looked good. What are your? I think
I'm going to wear what's the movie with Nicole Kidman and is it Tom Cruise where they're wearing the mask? What is it?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. Should I do something like that?
You can do that. That could be pretty cool.
Like,
are you going to
do
you have a nice tux? Are you going to rent one? What do you do what does Chad do when he gets a tux?
I mean, honestly, I don't wear. It's like the when the hell do I wear tuxes? It's hard for me because you know what it is.
Necklace it's the shell necklace.
Exactly. It's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Maybe I'll go see our friend Gina. Maybe she can pimp me out.
She definitely has some stuff. Yeah, so I'm trying to get a new tux. I have a couple, but because from my Shriner days, we would wear a tux to go to lunch, like it was crazy. But so I do have a couple, but they're the typical like adjustable waist type tuxes. I want to try to get something new and fresh, and I'm looking forward to it, dude. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So
before we get off the air, I'm going to talk about Christina Swain's event.
Yeah, I want to hear about it.
Saturday, October the 8th in Langhorne. And this event is something that I'm actually participating with Christina. We are kicking off a new series called House Stork. And the purpose of the word, it combines house, it combines history, historic, and it combines tour. So the goal, especially in Langhorne, which I got to tell you, I did not know about the rich history of Langhorne real estate.
Gosh, yeah.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
And Langhorne is, listen, Christina she owns the oldest house in Langhorne. And it's just, you don't realize the age of the homes over there. And it's just Langhorne Borough and Langhorne Manor. There's just so much, a ton of history. And I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to, just see what you guys have planned. I know, first of all, the party's going to kick ass. But this is just kind of a jump start of what you guys have planned together. So I'm really excited to see what happens. So
it's going to be fun. Anyone, please come if you're out in the area. We're going to be doing food and drinks. The goal is for you to come out and really enjoy taking a look at this home. Her property is absolutely beautiful. And it's the most interesting part is the way it mixes all the different decades that it's been really redone and parts added on. But her land, she has a bridge and she has a pond and it's just
fish.
She has a pond.
Pond.
She has a pond. It's one of the most tranquil
places. Up to the golf course. Really, it's
crazy.
It's extravagant. It's pretty awesome.
It's crazy. But that please come out to that event. There's a lot going on. This is the one thing that everyone always says about Opus and us as a group, like what we do together. There's always stuff going on. So if you're bored at home, just give Mark a call.
I pretty much guarantee you. I'm actually, when I tell you, Volkan just asked me a couple of minutes ago, she has goldfish. Really?
She does have goldfish.
No, my head was like, when you get those stress headaches, my head started doing that earlier today. I was just thinking about how many events that we have coming up. Every Tuesday we have the concerts, and then we have the, obviously Kathleen's event, and then we have the gala, and then we have, Christina's event, and then we have the CPR training for the agents, and now we have trainings tomorrow with, obviously, there's just, it's kind of nonstop. And though Volkan laughs at me sometimes because he sees when I start getting stressed out, he knows that I operate 1,000 times better when I'm pushed to the max. If I don't have anything in the books, and that's true with even my real estate transactions, if I'm working on 2 or 3 transactions, I'm falling asleep and I'm messing them all up. If I have 30 deals in the pipeline and Volkan and I are juggling left and right, that's when we tend to be most effective. So that's kind of part of the reason that we always have something going on. And, it's just to kind of keep my OCD at bay. But it definitely helps. It helps us from a company, just from an overall branding and exposure standpoint. But more importantly, the agents are having fun, and we have fun, and we make money together. And what else do you want? It's pretty cool.
That's it. That's called living.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Living.
So what's your day look like? I want to know what your day looks like. I know, you're obviously working right now, right? So tell me what's going on, and then we got to wrap up because we're well.
I was gonna say to you, literally, you and I always get on and we're like, oh, I want to go 5 minutes. We never go 5 minutes. We never go 5 minutes. But the good thing is, I'm gonna make an executive decision. You know, we're supposed to be doing these once a week, right?
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie to everybody. I'm gonna be authentic. Mark and I get so goddamn busy. It's usually Tuesday, and we're like, "Who's on the show this week?"
Yeah. And fortunately, we have a large enough following that we end up grabbing someone, no problem. We're good to go. But at the same time, sometimes it's Wednesday, and it's like, "Hey, we didn't book anybody for the show this week." So this is not some big production over here. You're looking at what we are. It's me, you, and
my
Jason.
point is, I think we need a BS show once a month. Like, I think we need a show where we come on and talk about things that are going on in our neighborhoods,
Sure.
and the stuff that are going on. But I'm only bringing this up because there's a lot of stuff going ahead that we're going to have a lot of guests on. There's a lot of agents coming on. Christina's going to be getting a little deeper into Langhorne. Kevin's going to be getting a little deeper into Bristol. I know we've been heavy Newtown for the past 2 years, but I'm looking forward to exploring these new. We call them new because they're new to the show, but newer areas.
For those of you that want to know why Chad brought this up during the show, is he's mentioned this to me pretty much weekly. Hey, it's pretty much every time that we forget to book someone, he says, we really just need to go on and just talk and talk about what we do. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, let's skip this week. So he's doing this because he knows that accountability is everything with me. So he basically just put it out there for the world to see. So he knows that I'll never miss a show now. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we didn't have to script. Anyway, I'm done. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I think we wrapped up. We did a good show. I thought it was interesting.
I think it was good.
Yeah, okay. I did too.
High five. Boring, but yeah, all right. So, all right. Close us out, and I got to talk to you backstage anyway, so we'll talk soon.
All right, party people. We'll see you next, same bat channel, same bat time next week. Neighborhood Spotlights. Peace.
Arrivederci.
Bye. See you later. Wow.